Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Company. The sun is shining today because it was a great weekend, like it says in the title. I am doing very well, guys. We had a good morning on Tottenham Tantrum Golf this morning. We had some chill moments. We had some great guests, and it was really fun. So yeah, it's going to be a lovely afternoon. I'm just going to chill out about what's happened over the weekend. I think my camera's actually slightly smudged, so we're going to deal with that quickly because that's really annoying me. Who knows, but all done. Nice and clean. Thought it was a bit smudged, but we are doing good. Let's see who is in the chat today. We have today's stream sponsor, as always, Mr. Mark Stowe is in the house. That was a lovely. It's always lovely to see you, Mark, in the chat, and we will see you when we see you for a chat on today. We also have Cartman Farming Simulator. Sorry I couldn't join your stream this morning, my friend. I was a bit busy this morning and had to do some things, but I hope you had a really good stream, and I hope you had fun on your farm, because that looks like a lot of fun. Mr. Coover99 is in the house. No, we're not looking for royalty-free music. We're here to read the chat. Ah, the Paradox Cafe, where you crank up the warmth and unleash the chill simultaneously. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we're gonna have a chill afternoon here. Let's get that chill music back on now that those adverts are finished. It's gonna be great. Dermot is in the house. Afternoon to Dermot. Afternoon. Right, my time for coffee and Ben to put me to sleep for an afternoon nap. Bloody hell. Need to try and be somewhat energising. We're talking about caffeine here. Mark is now saying, thank you, Spurs. Hashtag you'll never walk alone. We didn't do it for you, but if someone else is happy because Tottenham won, it's about time. Marcus Raymond, hello. We'll be down in person a little later. Great stuff. It's going to be a great afternoon. Coover is saying, big up everyone. Big up. Mark is saying, Coof. Like Steve Malbronk. And Cartman is saying, no problem, Ben, I stream most of the day. If anyone wants to tune in after Ben's relaxation session. Good stuff. Mr. Derek Hutchinson is in the house. Afternoon, Derek. Hopefully you're doing well after that great weekend we just had. Before we get going, we're going to slightly talk about what I did yesterday in terms of... Now my computer screen's now annoying, so we're going to clean that quickly. All the clean. Everything needs to be clean. I think I've actually made it worse, but oh well. We'll clean it after the stream. Don't you worry. We're going left to right. Screen slightly cleaner. Yesterday we had my coffee afternoon at the local synagogue with some members of the local community. It was a really great morning yesterday. Although I am still pretty tired after it because I'm not used to getting up that early. I can't. If I get up before 8 o'clock, my body just does not work. So it was an early morning. Met some great people at the shul. It was a really fun time. I got to say Levy out to a couple of Daniel Levy's friends, which was very funny. And even they thought it was funny for the most part. Probably because I think I'm a moron. But at least I got the word out there that we're coming for them. But yeah, we talked about coffee. We talked about the essence of coffee in fact, and how you don't need the most expensive equipment to get the best coffee. All you need is to respect the product. And you can go from there. We talked about chemistry for the most part. We talked about the history of coffee. We made a few different types of coffee, from Chemex to French press. We didn't get a chance to do a V60 because didn't want to use that much water, and there's only so much coffee you can drink in the morning. It was mostly just a chat to get to know people of the community. I made some friends. Hopefully that might come down here eventually, or be in the chat. So who knows? But it was a great event all in all. I'm really happy to start becoming a bit more active in my local community, because as much as being active on a more wider scale in the Tottenham community, I need to start fixing the local area rather than fixing a global community. So it was brilliant. Right, back to the coffee. It's time for a coffee, I think. We are going to go for a Chemex, I think. I think I deserve a Chemex after this weekend. I need to get back in the glass. Look forward to catching up later. Clean those windows, Mark. There's only one person as good as you, and it's you. Clean that glass window. Right. Is that in the shop? Yes, it is. We're actually going to use some of the coffee I roasted on Friday. I'm a big fan of my icebreaker. Smells quite nice. It's got a nice colour to it. Let's see how it tastes, shall we? Hello everyone, just started my day. Good stuff, Jason, good stuff. Welcome back to the stream, and I hope you're having a good day, sir. Maybe I should actually turn my kettle on. We absolutely do not want it on Fahrenheit, because I don't know what Fahrenheit means. We use correct temperature, we're using centigrade. Oh, my telly's turning off already. I can't believe I've been here for over 4 hours already. It's crazy, the day just goes quick. But hopefully you're well, Jason. Hopefully everyone's well today. What is everyone up to today on this fine Monday morning? The sun is shining here in the UK. The wind is starting to pass, and it's going to be slightly warmer, I think. Why is it the day I take a scarf to work, it starts to be warm? Who knows, but it's good stuff. I probably do actually need to get a YouTube Premium to stop those adverts, but oh well. Relaxing watching your channel whilst driving my tractor. Let's go. Let's go. Enjoy driving your tractor, sir. I don't know if you've been watching Clarkson's Farm, but I thought that's a brilliant TV series. If you've not seen that, it's right up the Australian. Love that TV show. It was a brilliant show. That boy Caleb, he's bloody funny, he is. Oh no, you can't see it. It's just a reflection. I do love Chemex. I do love it. So I'm excited to be able to drink one for myself. Looks good. I have, and my opinion of Clarkson changed dramatically for the better. A lot of people's did. Still a bit of a twat of a bloke, but I mean, yeah, I do really like him. I do like him. Moondog, Moondog. Lovely to see you, sir. Your work this morning was excellent, sir. Great to see you in the chat. Great to see you in the chat, and big up for what you did for Dermot. That meant a lot to him. That really meant a lot to Dermot. Excellent work, sir. Excellent work. Everyone big up Moondog. Excellent work. I've actually got to do some plugging for myself. So, as you know, if I put that in there, and if I put rules in there, bang. I actually got it done in 3 minutes this time. Let's go. For all those that wish to join my Discord server, it is now in the chat. Much lighter than I usually get because it's a much shorter extraction. Ooh, I mean, look at that colour. A bit more reddy rather than the usual, more deeper colour. Ooh. Thank you. I knew he had been for a... Yeah. He had been. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so big up to yourself, Moondog. That was really brilliant work, and it was great to see you. You made his day, you did. You gave him something he's always going to treasure. Highlighting how hard farming is was not what I expected. Yeah, it was a brilliant programme. I do tell everyone to watch that programme. It really showed how important the farming community is to the UK and how people that work on those farms, in those tractors, in those animal pens, how important they are to keeping this country alive. So yeah, that was a really brilliant show, and I'm really looking forward to the second season of it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Caleb's a star. Gerald is hilarious. It was brilliant. Lisa was brilliant as well. All the characters in that were brilliant. Proper feel good. Right. Lacking flavour. What coffee are you making, Ben? I only really have a latte. This morning we are going to we're having a Chemex. So it's a pour over filter coffee made with thicker filter paper, which removes a lot of the oil from the coffee. It gives you a lighter body of coffee, but a more fruity and more airy sort of brew, because if you can see from that, it's a really big pot, so it falls quite a long way. And when it hits the bottom, it really brings that air into the coffee. So it's a really sparkly coffee for the most part. This coffee is really fresh. So it is lacking flavour at this moment in time. Perhaps I needed more coffee and needed a longer extraction. Or perhaps less temperature. But that's what you need to do. You need to try your coffee. It's still a very clean cup. It's very... Those fruity flavours are starting to come through now. We're going to actually let this sit for a couple of minutes. Oh, poured. I can taste already those fruity flavours are now starting to come into the back of the throat. Which is a good sign. It means there is flavour there, and hopefully I've done a half decent job with it. Looks like a work of art, mate. Yeah, they're great. They're really, really great. I love these filter coffee things. Afternoon, Ben. Is that a Chemex? Yes, it is, sir. I have a Chemex. I love my Chemex. I only got it last week, but I've always loved Chemexes. And we needed it for my show I did, my talk I did yesterday at the show. So what better to get a big Chemex and really do it and really show artisan filter coffee done the proper way. So yeah, I love my Chemex. Yeah, those notes are coming into that coffee. Very, very, very slowly, but they're coming into it. But again, this is fresh coffee. This was roasted 3 days ago. So it's not quite ready yet. It's not quite ready, but it's getting there. Probably needs about 6 days for that to really work. But we're trying every new thing. Oh yeah, those are coming in now. Those are coming in nicely. But for sure, the Chemex is the best filter coffee you will ever get, I think. As much as I love my V60, when it comes to pure flavour, this is the best. I love the glass is made out of... It's made out of a glass that's going to not retain any flavour. So you just wash it out. You don't have to stick it in the dishwasher. Just wash it out and you're good to go again. No need to take it apart. I love mine too. Just made a big pot for the missus. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love a Chemex. Everyone loves Chemex. Ooh. I just learned about the 11th commandment and I am committed to live by it. Thou shalt not disrespect Harry Kane. I love the calmness after the colossal win over City, and Ben, you bring us all that special serenity and educate us on all things coffee. That's what we're here for, Ellie. That is what we're here. Education, chillness and fun. That's all that matters to me. And big up to yourself, Ellie. Thank you for joining the chat as always. And it's lovely to see you in here as always. It's lovely to see all of you. Everyone from Nick to Moondog to Carterman to Kuva to Dermot. Everyone's here. Mark's here. Jason's here. Derek's here. It's lovely to see you all. I know a lot of you might not want to watch today because Tottenham on Tour have done a pop-up for their 4,000 subscriber special, which is absolute big up to my brother Brian Daigle and to the boys Brian Ireland, Danny Kiriakou, and I can never remember all their names. I'm so bad with names. So bad with names. But Adam Clark, that's the one. It's so brilliant to see them getting 4,000. Their successes are our successes as well as a community. So thank you so much for supporting them, supporting myself, Tottenham Tantrum Gold, of course, everyone in the community. We all need you. Let's get those boys up to 5,000 now. Come on, Tottenham on Tour. We can do it. So, to everyone that joins me instead of Tottenham on Tour, thank you for giving me your support. I mean, Tottenham on Tour is a massive and amazing channel, and they do an amazing job over there. So, if you happen to be over there, it's not a problem to me. They deserve it. They deserve the views as well. It's just brilliant. Do you have milk in your coffee, or is that a no-no? I love milk in my coffee. This one of the things I talked about yesterday. Milk and coffee work together. Milk does not ruin coffee. If your milk ruins the coffee, it means the coffee was not designed to be with milk. But some coffees deserve to be with milk. All my coffees are designed to go with milk, because the majority of English people have milk in their coffee. The majority. So I love milk in my coffee. I always start my day with a cappuccino. Always, always, always. And that is the main statement of the coffee company. Coffee without snootiness. And no one should tell you that you shan't have milk in your coffee. I don't agree with putting sugar in coffee, because sugar does macerate the flavour. Sugar does ruin the flavour. Because you're adding something that's supposed to ruin the flavour of everything else. So, have your milk, have your oat milk, your almond milk, your soya milk. It doesn't ruin the flavour. It adds another flavour that might work. If you've got a... I can't, it's under here. My Brazilian coffee is brilliant with milk, because the flavours are apples, raisins, chocolate. If you add milk to that, it's a croissant. It tastes like a croissant. So milk is definitely not a no-no. It never will be a no-no. Milk is delicious. Support your local dairy farmer. Support your favourite oat milk provider. Support everyone. Everyone has a right. Jason is saying Tottenham on Tour is a fantastic channel, but I like the chill vibes for the morning. Yeah, that's the point. It gets you out of the fire, of the stress, and gets you back into the swing of things. Moondog is saying I'm mainly a big tea drinker. Ooh, I'm starting to get into some teas. My friends up in the Lake District, the Moxie Tea Company, they make some amazing teas. I tried their rhubarb and custard rooibos on Saturday afternoon, and it was delicious. It was really custardy, lovely cinnamon flavour, great appley flavour, and I really enjoyed it. So I've been getting into some tea as well. I'd love to get some Moxie tea here. They haven't answered my email, which is a bit upsetting. I'm going to keep on toiling away on them. I would love to get some Moxie tea here. I'd love to get some really high quality caffeineless tea. Because not everyone drinks coffee, and I want everyone to be welcome in the coffee company. Of course, we're never going to be tea guys. We're always going to be a coffee company. We're the coffee company, in fact. So I would like some tea as well, just to give, if someone comes with their wife and their wife doesn't drink tea, or vice versa, if a wife brings her husband in and he doesn't drink coffee, I want everyone to feel like they're absolutely welcome here. And yeah, we need to be welcoming to all spectrums of people here. I want everyone to be welcome here. Cartman saying, well said, Ben. Support dairy farmers, especially local, because they struggle and their milk is 10 times better than the supermarket. Absolutely. Absolutely is. I hate the hatred the milk industry gets. It's a brilliant industry. And these small farmers are doing a really hard work job, and they're not the big companies. They're not hurting their animals. They're treating their animals with respect and dignity. So yeah, support your local dairy farmer, support your local grocery stores, your local greengrocer, your local fish market, your local butcher. Support your local businesses because they're doing a really tough job and they've saved us during these difficult times. We need to support these guys. They will be there if another problem comes in. They will be there to save us. Moondog. As I'm from the older generation, tea was the main thing. Or Horlicks. Yeah. But old dogs can learn new tricks, Moondog. Old dogs can learn new tricks. That is absolutely fine. I love tea. Even me, I'm learning things every day. It's what part of the beauty of humanity is you learn things every day. If you're not learning anything, what's the point? You've got to learn some things. But yeah, a good cup of tea and a good cup of coffee is always a great thing. Warms. Ellie is saying you are the master barista with the chat, the charm and the class. I just love the way you create conversations that are so engaging and just want people to tune in and learn so much. That's the point. It's the whole point. We want people to learn. We want people to have fun. It's all good. We are here to bring people into a new tomorrow, and it's the way to do things. We're not here to drive a wedge in society. We're here to bring everyone forward into a better tomorrow. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. The words of Walt Disney, and they still ring true today. And yeah, it's what we're trying to do. I'm only just one person. There are so many in this community that are bigging up small businesses. But if I can be the one that can get everyone that's not so much into the community, then so be it. I'll happily be here to help teach people. Now, Moondog is saying that's why I'm here to learn from the maestro. I try and be the maestro. I've got to live up to that title. I've been given that title by a lot of people now outside the coffee community. And I've got to live by that because it's an important role. It's a humbling thing knowing that people listen to you. It's about time people started listening to each other. And if people start listening to me, great, it's going to be brilliant. This coffee was delicious. Again, gonna say lacking in flavour, but it is a fresh coffee. So it needs a couple more days, and that's gonna be delicious. No bitterness at all, which is the most important thing. My dad used to advise me to pick up the dictionary and learn 10 words inside out, and then test me at the end of the week with the meaning, and I'm so glad you can never stop learning. Yeah, you can never stop learning. There is no excuse for not learning anything, whether it's picking up a new hobby, or picking up a musical instrument, or even learning games. I've finally got into this new Wordle craze, which is pretty fun. I really enjoyed doing it was really fun doing this afternoon's Wordle, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it gets the brain going, it gets the blood pumping in the head, and improves your problem solving, as well as learning stuff. So always try and learn something new every day. That's my motto. There's one of them at least. Moondog is saying, how did you get into the coffee and the shop? Was it in the family? It's a very strange story. I don't come from a coffee dynasty like my lovely friends, the Mauro family or the Gardelli family. I needed a job in 2012. Actually, no, not 2012. I needed a job in 2014. Sort of that few years ago. 2014, 2015. I failed a lot of the things I did at school because I hated school. I hated every minute of it. I was always ill. I didn't like it. It caused me stress. It caused me anxiety. People were bitchy. School was not a fun place. I didn't like it. I was not meant for half the subjects they wanted you to learn in my school, at least, were all office. Work in an office. And we went up to Manchester to see a building with our lovely friend Mr. Natalini. Went all the way to Manchester to see a building they had been buying, which was a really cool building. Sold it recently for a decent amount. But on the way back from Manchester, it was a great trip, had some great food, went to some great places. We got back to London. I can't remember what station it was. It wasn't Paddington. It was whatever station went to... No, Paddington goes to the south. It was whatever station goes to Euston, I think it was, maybe. And my dad said I really needed a job. Didn't know what to do, because I'd been through I started at the same company that I did work experience in. But before then, I was doing working in a few startups here, whether it was the Ministry of Startups, Cityscape, I did a couple of months in. Just a few smaller tech companies here and there. Doing a few things. And Max said, would you like to come and work for Dolcezza full time? I was like, yeah. I had no interest in coffee at the time. I had not worked in customer service before. But yeah, I gave it a shot. And I discovered very early into my time at Dolcezza, not that it was a long time at all, because a lot of stuff went wrong with the new ownership of that company and a lot of the politics that went in after Mr. Natalini sold it. I learned very quickly that I love talking with people. I like seeing what people did in the day, how people's families were, just genuine, just talking to people. And coffee was a massive part of that. Coffee unites people. It brings people together like you've never seen before. And a couple of months really into working at Dolcezza, I had no clue how to work a coffee machine at all. I did a few bits here and there after I was taught by Marco that was there at the time. He was the general manager at the time. But Max said, why don't you go to Milan and go to 7 Grams and learn from Mary? They've got a course with Chiara on latte art and barista basics and a few things. I did a few courses. So I was like, yeah, I've never been abroad before. I'd never been to Milan at that point. So yeah, off I went with my mum. We went to Italy. My mother went on her first real holiday without my dad. My dad had to do some business stuff, but he did join us at the end of the holiday, which was a lot of fun. And whilst my mum was gallivanting around Milan, going to the Science Museum and to looking around trams and shopping and going to little local coffee shops and places like that, Mary and Chiara really rolled out the red carpet for me, and they taught me everything I really needed to know. And they taught me discipline. They taught me everything in such a short amount of time, and I was hooked from then on. And nigh on 9 years later, I'm still here. I've got my own coffee roastery. I'm still part of 7 grams as a whole. Well, now I'm especially part of 7 grams because Dolcezza wasn't 7 grams. I joined Mary as sort of still a young barista after Dolcezza failed. Still going, but it failed as that venture for us. But Mary took me under her wing and she showed me everything. So it's a massive, Mary was a genius. Mary showed me everything. And although I wasn't part of that Mauro dynasty, they made me feel part of it because that dynasty is now modernising. Younger people are coming into that family of the Mauro family. And it's helped spawn my business, which is a direct reflection on 7 grams in a most part of bringing community together and being kind to people. And it's different from 7 grams. It's a much different company, but there is an echo of what 7 grams do in my coffee shop and the way I do things. The discipline, the love of doing it, and yeah, that's how I came into the coffee industry. And 10 years later, I'm here. I'm still here. And now it's time for me to start giving back. Even though I'm only 26, I'm a baby in this game. Not many people have their own coffee roasteries at 26 years old. Mostly because my dad probably has too much money and more money than sense for the most part. And he's saying, I've got a dream to run my own coffee thing. And he's allowed it to happen, and it's allowed me to get into contact with all you people in the chat. So it's a very long story, but it's a great story, and it's now a story that's evolving and reaching new bounds. So yeah, now it is part of the family. Hopefully this business lasts for 70, 80, 90, 100 years. That's what I want it to do. This is the dynasty. As my friend Mark Stowe is saying, you are creating the dynasty. This is a new era for the coffee company, the coffee world, bringing coffee to the local community, inside the local community, and bringing coffee, high quality coffee, without the snootiness and without the hipster culture, the political correctness of everything. Not that political correctness is a bad thing, because in some instances it's very good. We're not here to divide people on politics. We're here to bring people together, and we're here to get people to talk to each other. And that's the MO of the coffee company. The mission statement, bringing people together. So it's great stuff. This is a new era, and we're going to bring you guys along for the ride. And we're already going into new realms with the streaming platform, with bringing my gaming friends, the Tottenham friends, friends of the shop. We're all bringing you together, and it's going to be absolutely magical. Carterman is saying, I hated school. I was more practical than academic than struggled. Yeah, same. I am quite academic, but I'm academic on the spot where I like to learn. I like to learn things, but I don't like to be told things as their gospel. I like to figure out things for myself and to come up with my own opinions on things. So school was a struggle. School was a struggle for me. As well as it giving me anxiety because I was always ill. And because it's not that I hold grudges, but once I'm there, if I remember a place where I had a horrible time, that place sticks in my memory for the rest of the time. I try and avoid that place because it brings back those horrible memories. And as much as King Solomon High School really tried a lot to get the best out of me, whenever I walked through those doors, all I remembered was being ill. All I remembered was being in pain and not being able to control my body, being ultra tired. It's not a slight against King Solomon High School, because they tried their best, I think, in some circumstances. Some circumstances they didn't. But no matter what they did, I would always have had that stress and that anxiety of remembering the pain I suffered in that school, the embarrassment of my childhood, the embarrassment of having the illness I have. And it really, you remember those things. I still remember those things. So since I left King Solomon High School in 2013, I've not been back in 8 years, and there is a reason for that. If they invite me to go there, I'll happily say yes, but it won't be... It'll be a hollow going back there. I don't have many great memories there. I have great memories of the friends I met there, and some of the things I learned, and the experiences I treasure through some of the places we went as a school. But the majority of the memories I had at that school were all pain and suffering. Not from the school's point of view, just from having a genetical illness. So it's a real... It's not somewhere I like to be very often, which is why I've not been back there since 2013. And I don't plan on going back there, unless I'm invited. But, all great stuff. I'm here now, and maybe it was for the best. Moondog is saying, a great story, mate, and some things are meant to be. Yeah. Some things are just meant to be, and just sometimes things fall into place. And it's just like, yeah. Some things are meant to be. Sometimes we've got to let fate decide what happens to us, instead of trying to force fate. Fate is a mighty thing. Moondog saying, it's true, Moondog. Sometimes you believe in fate even though your logical mind doesn't normally. Some things are meant to be. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to get another glass of water because my throat's starting to dry after that long story. Yeah. Moondog saying to Kuba, yep, spot on. Yeah, it's spot on. Oh, that's tasty. Refreshing. All good stuff here. All good stuff. But yeah, that's a bit of my story. Moondogger, hopefully that painted the picture of where I've come from. But it's a great story, and it does show what Kuva said. Things are meant to be. Some things just happen, and you try so hard to go in a certain direction, and then the universe tells you, nah, you should be doing this. This is much more you. Life finds a way. In the words of Jeff Goldblum, or Goldblum, whatever. Words of Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. I never learned to read or write until I left school. Yeah. And that's not you that was the problem. It's them that was the problem, because they didn't inspire you. Teachers are supposed to inspire you. I had a couple of good teachers in school, which is why I passed those subjects. Spanish, Jewish studies, and I passed mathematics, and I passed science, because I really like my... It's funny that I passed all the subjects where I liked the teachers, and I failed everything else because I didn't like the teachers. It goes to show, if your teacher puts effort into you, you will work for that teacher. It's a true thing. If the teacher puts an effort in, you will put an effort in. But I only have a D grade in English. Do I plan on getting another GCSE in English? Nah. I don't write, ever. I learnt maths practically, not in a school classroom. Yeah, there's another thing. But maths I did not pass because of the teacher I had in school. That's the one instance I didn't pass. I passed maths because I had an unbelievable tutor that my friend Alex messaged me about. I hope she's still alive, because she was absolutely sensational tutor. Her name was Val. I don't know what her surname was, but she was just Val. She was an unbelievable tutor. went to see her every Tuesday, I believe it was. It was either every Tuesday, it might have been Tuesday, Thursday even, it might have been 2 days a week. She was an unbelievable tutor. For someone that was not really great at maths, I'm good at maths in the sort of commonsensical point of view. If I can put it on paper, I will solve it. I'm very good with stuff like, it's one of the reasons why I passed physics originally, because I redid maths the next year. I failed the first, and I did it in year 11. That's when I did my maths GCSE. I passed physics but failed maths, which people, well, they were mind-boggled. All the science tutors were mind-boggled that I passed physics and not maths. But it comes down to one thing. Physics is all about common sense. Writing things out. Speed equals distance divided by time. Draw a triangle, and then you've got all the things are there, and you get the mark because you can physically write it down. Whereas maths it just comes up with, who does simultaneous equations? Nobody. No one uses simultaneous equations now. Who uses them? Except for maybe high-level mathematicians. But I don't plan on being Rachel Riley, as much as I like Rachel Riley, and I'd love to meet her. I'm still jealous that my parents met Rachel Riley. Slightly embarrassing moment. My mother absolutely mobbed Rachel Riley and told her how much of a fan I am. Uh-oh. Rachel Riley thinks I've got an absolute crush on her. Probably do, to be honest. That was really funny. My mother absolutely just speaking to Rachel Riley for 2 hours that I'm a big fan of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Love that show. Do love Regular Countdown as well. It's a bit embarrassing, but yeah, I did maths because I learned to write things down and how to set things up properly. And once I got into that physical mind of putting a physical thing, I passed maths easily. It was easy, almost. To be honest, the schools I went to in the 60s was rough, and so the area, so birds of a feather flock together. So me and my mates were in the same sort of boat, yeah. But at least you had people to go through it though. It's the one thing I can say, community and togetherness will get you through a lot. Cartman is saying, my son is at uni doing maths. He certainly didn't get it from me. Big yourself up though, Cartman. He must have got it from somewhere. 50% of his brains are your brain, so he might have learned the things he needed to be good at maths from your brain. Who knows? It's great stuff. Must have got it from somewhere. No problem, Carterman, no problem. Clearly, if your son's in university, you did somewhat of a good job. What are we getting up to this week, guys? It's going to be a long week. Obviously, Burnley on Wednesday. Need to start in trying to give my brain a bit of a rest, but we're still going to be doing this. We're gonna come up with an idea for next week how to give my brain a bit of a rest. It's 2 weeks until I go away to France. And I'm really looking forward to going to France. I haven't been away since before the pandemic. That's how long ago. The last time I went abroad was May, the year of the pandemic, so 2020. Oh. Oh. There we go. No problem, Moondog. Lovely to see you in the chat as always. Thank you for joining the stream, buddy. Lovely to see you here. And we'll see you next time. I haven't been away. Maybe it was August. I don't know where I went that year. The year of 2020. I don't know where I went. That's how long ago it was. So the fact I'm going skiing in France, I'm really looking forward to it. Being able to go somewhere else, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, it's going to France in a couple of weeks, which will be a couple of days to get away from the stream, get away from Tottenham, and just enjoy yourself, enjoy the snow, enjoy the clean air, enjoy some lovely French food, of course. It's going to be wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. Ellie's saying, Cartman, we pass unexpected talents onto our children without even giving ourselves credit. So big yourself up, as your son picked up more than that mathematical side from you, then you think, yep, absolutely. Big up, Ellie. Absolutely telling the truth there. We never know what the makeup of our children are. So you got to big yourself up. If they've got to a place, you got to big yourself up. There are a lot of terrible parents in the world, and I don't think you guys are one of them. So, your kids in uni, big yourself up. And big your kid up as well, because that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy experience. And hopefully they get through it with flying colours. It's great to see we're building a community around kindness. It's the one thing I've absolutely tried to do. I've seen a lot of communities run by really nice people, but their communities are toxic. They pretend they're nice when they're in the chat, and when they're off chat, they're toxic as hell. And this is not like that. So big up everyone in the chat for building such a positive community already, and such a kind community. And we're getting there. Anything but kindness. We only accept kindness in my community. I want people to be friends with each other. I want each other to big each other up. I want people to promote themselves. We are building something special. And we are going to get there. So what is everyone doing this week? Tomorrow night I shall be playing the hell out of Destiny 2, because I love that game, for the new expansion. I'm really looking forward to it. My clan is ready. And we're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're going to shoot some aliens. It's going to be fun. Really looking forward to it. Cartman saying big up everyone. Yes, big up everyone. almost fancy another coffee. What should I go for another coffee? Should I just go with what's on tap, or should I try something different? Could try the icebreaker, even though it's 3 days old. Could try it as an espresso. That's a plan. See how it reacts 3 days after. Mr. 24 himself is in the building. The truth sets free. Thank you for coming back to my stream, sir. You're always welcome in my chat. Lovely to see you, Truthy. Everyone big up Truth. What a guy this man is. Absolute legend of the community. How are you today, sir? Lovely to see you. 24. Lovely to see you here. How are you today, Mr. Truth? It's really great to see you here. Right. We are going to make a coffee for myself, I think. I'm going to go for a single, I think. Man saying, big up Truth sets you free. Yeah, big that man up. Big up Classman, man. Everyone's being nice to each other. It's really great. One slightly short. Right. Yes, I'm only having a single, not a double, because I don't want to make myself too highly caffeinated. But we're doing it in a Napolitan way. We smeared it all around the top of the cup, which is, for me, I don't know why they do that really, but oh well, I'm doing it anyway. Great aroma. Great extraction as well. Good work, Ben. Good work. Not bad for 3 days old. Not bad. A bit acidic, but that'll calm down in a couple of days. Excellent. Excellent. Really good. Slightly more body than usual, which is great. It means I'm getting that development a bit more, which is very helpful for me. Yeah, I'll drink that. Bit of milk might work with that as well. Bam, bam, bam. What is everyone's plans for this week? Not a lot of you have said what your plans are. Should be some great things on. It's got a really nice afternote as well. It's in your mouth, but it's not overbearing. It's delicious. That's a good batch of coffee, that. It's only going to get better as well. Tottenham on tour, 4K, congratulations, yep. Congratulations to Tottenham on tour. My brother Brian, Mr. Brian Ireland, and one of my best buddies, Mr. Danny Kiriakou. Do. What lovely chaps all three of them boys are. And and also don't forget Mr. Clark, Adam Clark. Absolutely wonderful fellows, and it's great to see them guys doing a great job. They're doing brilliant. It's brilliant to see them doing well, and they're going from strength to strength, those boys. So big up to Tottenham on tour. Big up to them, and it's great to see them going from strength to strength. Only a month ago they were at 1,500 subscribers, and now they're at 4,000. Hopefully tending to my allotment at some point, seeing what the damage is up there and streaming. How bad was the wind by you? The wind was really bad. It got worse progressively throughout the weekend. This morning it was It was pretty bad. It's actually still a bit windy. My Christmas tree is still holding up. I don't know when it's actually going to start rotting because there's no roots in my Christmas tree. So it will start rotting eventually. I actually do need to get some Miracle Grow because I want to start growing my my Sakura trees very soon. I got some Sakura seeds. I just need to get some earth. Some nice Miracle Grow. Some plant feed. Yeah, I need to. I don't know how to grow trees really. What I've seen is you need to soak them in water overnight to soften them up. Oh, Mr. Glenn is going to join us today. Great stuff. Very, very bad. Just dying off this afternoon. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad today. Hello, Mr. Glenn. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm calming down. I'm calming down.
Well, thank you for taking 3 points off him.
No problem. It's what everyone's been saying to me this afternoon.
Yeah. The usual, if I may.
Of course. We are on stream, just to let you know.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
not the Tottenham stream, but we can talk football. We can talk about anything on this show.
Yeah.
It's the Kauffie stream. We talk about whatever we want in this area.
And we only got back late last night, so I'm not seeing any of it. But
Yeah.
was it?
It was magnificent.
They thought they just got the equaliser.
They had to, even though they were given a penalty.
Were they?
I think they were given it. It probably was a penalty.
I'll have a look.
I mean, how we went from being absolutely battered by Southampton and Wolves to batter Manchester. We battered them.
Really?
We were a much better team. Yeah, they held on to the ball a lot of the game. Oh.
Hello? Who's speaking, please? I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Yeah, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Okay, bye.
So yeah, we went from being battered by Southampton and Wolves to battering Manchester City. We had, they had, what is it, they had 70% of possession and control. Didn't really look like scoring.
Yeah.
The 2 goals came from a dodgy penalty in my opinion. I think it was a dodgy penalty. For me, it shouldn't be a penalty. By the letter of the law, it is a penalty. But when you're sliding in to try and block a ball, you've got no chance of...
Was it given handball?
Yeah, it was handball. When you're sliding in and trying to block a ball, you can't control where your hands go.
No.
It's deeply unfortunate.
The reports I was reading was yeah, they had possession, but
Tottenham has more shots on goal, and they put it in the back of the net.
they couldn't get through you, and time again, you hit them on the break.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
And of course, Harry Kane was magnificent.
They said that probably one of his best games ever. Or
I think that might have been his best game in a Tottenham shirt. It might have been his best game in a Tottenham shirt. He was unbelievable. As I compared it to when Moses parted the Red Sea. That's how good he was.
No hyperbole.
I don't know if you recorded the game, the whole game.
No, I didn't.
But it's a great watch. That was a proper game of football, that.
Yeah, because you never get very much. You never get much feel from the highlights.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Actually, I'll watch matches of the day.
Yeah.
Just
The highlights were so short on Match of the Day. It was horrific.
On Liverpool website, they have like a 3-minute,
Yeah.
a 10-minute, and then the full match.
Yeah.
How was your week last week?
Yeah, it was a bit slow because of half term, but it was alright.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Got a few things done. I did a talk at my local synagogue yesterday, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Which would be your local synagogue?
Loughton.
Loughton.
Loughton Synagogue, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which is just between Loughton and Denton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're really supporting the shul there now.
Yeah. What was the talk on coffee?
Yeah, I was on Kauffie and just talking about the process of coffee, where coffee comes from, and how to make a good one.
Yeah.
Some big business people there. Mr. Philip Lee was there, the estate agent.
Okay.
The former owner of Mr. Sim's Sweets was there, which was interesting. My rabbi was there, of course, who's a very nice man. He's a very good bloke. A few spattering of other people here, some members of the community. So it was great.
Yeah. Good.
So, Jason is saying, where do you source your beans, or do you get them from one country or many? So I source my beans through Falcon Coffee Suppliers, Falcon Specialty Coffee, and I choose to, mostly I don't really go by country, I go by process because I like natural coffees, because I like sweeter, because I feel like the British palate prefers a sweeter thing, and it seems to be working well for the most part. So yeah, I source them from many countries: Brazil, Ethiopia, sometimes from Costa Rica, one from Rwanda. So lots of different countries. Colombia. It's great stuff. And Mr. Anima's here. Hello, Mr. Anima, and Miss JC as well, probably. Lovely to see you in here as always. Yeah, so I might have to watch the game another 4 times today.
Yeah, I know.
My dad has already said there's a big game on tonight. We're going to go on and watch it again.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've
Yeah.
watched the Liverpool-Barcelona game.
Yeah.
In fact, I watched the game in the pub and had some beer, and I was with some friends, and it was a fantastic night. And I got a...
Watch it again.
And I watched it again.
Reminds me of my dad when he went to the game where we beat Milan in San Siro, and Aaron Lennon going up the other end and scoring, giving it to Peter Crouch and scoring. He got home from the game after going out to dinner after the game. He got back home, they were showing the full game when he got back, so he watched the whole game
Yeah.
in the hotel.
We went skiing last week.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, very much so. Apart from the getting there and getting back,
Yeah.
right there, completely.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They can be shit, and they were doubly shit.
Ryanair are pathetic.
And this is how bad they were. I booked the flight pretty much last February.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, yeah, we're going to Venice, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
We're doing the passenger locator form last Friday. We're
Yeah.
travelling on Friday. And my wife said, destination airport, this is Treviso. It's even far from Venice, but it's
Yeah.
Marco Polo. And I thought I'd really made a mistake. Went back to the original booking.
Yeah.
No, it's Marco Polo. Went through all the emails, no advice of change.
Yeah.
And I called Ryanair, and there was silence at the other end. So when did you tell us? And there was silence. And we were at the airport at 4 o'clock. And
Yeah.
the official notification through said, "Oh, your flight's been changed."
They did that on purpose.
And we booked car hire from Marco. And then last night we were coming out of Treviso.
Yeah.
10 o'clock flight, and I would never have booked a 10 o'clock flight
Yeah.
with a kid at school the next
Yeah.
day. It was originally 5, but anyway, 10 o'clock. Plane late. Treviso's a small airport.
Yeah.
Basically, at 11 o'clock, they shut it. So they then bussed everyone over to Marco Polo. Yeah, and then we got over about 3:30.
Yeah. Pathetic.
And then you can get the compensation if the change of flight is 3 hours. And they said the new schedule is 2 hours and 55 minutes later. Yeah,
They are awful. They are terrible. I mean, I give BA a bit of flack, but they never do that to you. And EasyJet have never done that to me. Air Norwegian were a bit silly. Like, they overbooked their flight when we went to San Francisco, and they called us. We found out on the day when we were doing the check-in that my brother didn't have a seat number. All of us had a seat number, but my brother. So we turned up 3 hours early. It's like, why have you not given my brother a seat? And it's, oh, because we've overbooked the flight. It's just like,
we were a family.
yeah, we're a family. There's, what do you expect? Yeah, it's just like.
Did you
So we got on, yeah. They complained, oh, there was a woman without a leg, so she took our seat because she needed like an extra leg room seat. So they took our seat away. Just like, no. Who do you prioritise? One woman or 6 people? You prioritise 6 people and you put her on another flight if you have to do that.
Yeah.
They gave her a seat anyway. She said they moved her to like business class because that's why they didn't want to do it, because they didn't want to move a woman with a prosthetic leg into business class because they wanted to save money. But just like, we'd all booked business. We'd all booked business class seats. And I like, said, no, we've booked business class. You're not going to take one of our seats away from us. We've paid the odds for.
Yeah. And in fact, Ryanair don't overbook class.
That is the thing with why I don't understand why they overbook flights going to the States. That is a very regular thing.
Certainly the sort of more scheduled airlines, just as the business model would overbook on the basis that no certain percentage would have flexible ticket or whatever. And I've been at flight on business where they come round on the queue saying, well, is anyone willing to sort of go on a later flight? We'll give them some money and that. And once I said, well, how much? I said, no, after that. And they kept coming back.
Yeah, they go up.
Increase.
See, if I was going on my own and they was like, we'll give you like $4,000, I'd be like, brilliant.
Oh, sure. I mean, this is like, it starts off with 100 and then it got up to about 500. You know, that called me up and saying, look, a couple of hours later, and you go, fine, go for it.
If they were giving me stupid money, I'd do it.
Oh, sure.
So, ooh, how's your day going? I'm doing very well, Mr. Enema and Miss JC. I'm doing very well. It's been a great weekend, and we're just chilling out here. So, feel free to enjoy the conversation. It's going to be fun. Hopefully the stream looks good on your end, Mr. Enema. Probably doesn't, but you're a perfectionist.
It was nice watching the Inter Milan Liverpool game in Italy.
Yeah. Anytime Inter fans are unhappy, I'm happy.
Some Inter fans, some AC fans.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah, but you definitely, if you can try and watch the full game, Tottenham, that was a brilliant game of football.
It'll be on YouTube, I guess.
Probably not the full game. The highlights are on there, but not the full game.
Or if he gets on,
Yeah.
someone takes it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kulusevski is proving already that he's a quality player. He reminds me of a younger Teddy Sheringham.
Okay.
No pace, but he's got all the pace in the brain.
Yeah.
Looks good. Just think your chat isn't working in OBS. Yeah, possibly. It's quite slow.
Well, that was very nice. Looking forward to that. Well, yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brilliant to see you again.
Yeah, see you next week for sure.
We will see you.
Thanks again, man.
Cheerio, Glenn. See you later. Right, back to the stream. Let's go. I feel like I need another glass of water. Ooh, day's gone quickly. Yeah. Maybe there isn't a chat. The chat is very slow on this OBS. I don't know how to speed it up. But it's okay. Takes a while. Are you ready for tomorrow, Mr. Anima? Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. I don't know if we need to do the power of friendship. I will be returning home early tomorrow. I will be closing my shop early. I shall be leaving this shop at 5 o'clock on the dot. I am letting everyone know, and I will be playing Destiny the whole of the evening. It's going to be a great time. The power of friendship is back. It's going to be fun. That is one thing. I don't know my streams are game sound only. Interesting. I don't know how to fix that on your end. Probably need to add your microphone in. And obviously a camera and all that nonsense. You have to do that via OBS. I don't know if you're streaming straight from your... because you're probably on a PC. Yeah, you have to sort it out from your OBS and game capture. And I don't know how to do that. And then Anima is smiling. Yeah. Witch Queen. Let's go. Let's go. Witch Queen. The Queen is here and we're here to kick her booty. She's never going to know what hit her. Chat's working now. Cool. Yes, I was on about your stream chat. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not an expert in streaming. Most of my information comes from Miss JC and Mr. Anima in the chat. They know much more than me. They've been... I have chat, so I wouldn't know how to make it faster. Yeah. Whenever I get the time, I will call Mr. Anima and we will chat about friendship and stuff. And then he might tell me how to do it, but Mr. Anima is the genius. He runs a tight ship. We will not spoil his secrets. Did you put bitrate to 30k? You said 15k. So I need to double that, double 15k apparently. Need to double the bitrate again. Okay, I will do that for the next stream. Next stream we'll be operating at 30k bitrate. Test go. I don't know what that's gonna do, but it should be fun. I'm not gonna do it now because I'll do it next stream. I said 15 if you're that worried. You can do it now whilst you're live. Okay. Output. No, it won't let me change it whilst we're live. So we will have to do it next stream, Anima. Sorry, Ben, I didn't explain what I meant properly. I'm streaming my sitting room and there's too much activity to have a live chat or commentary. Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Streamlabs OBS won't let me change the bitrate Anima whilst we're streaming. So we will do it next stream. We're going from 15k to 30k. JC is saying, pump the numbers! Bump the numbers up! Tesco, bump them up. Catman Jess is in the building. It's family day here in Canada today, so happy family day to my Spurs Coffee family. Happy family day to you, Catman Jess. Happy family day. Lovely to see you in here as always, Catman Jess. And big up to yourself. Great to see you in chat as always. But now this is just the Coffee family. You're now part of the Coffee family, because I wouldn't say this is even a Spurs stream. Yeah, most of the people that support the channel are Tottenham fans, but this is something different to the Tottenham community. It's definitely, this is a wider community thing. We have fans from Liverpool in the chat, we have fans from Tottenham. Happy family day, Catman Jess from Carterman. I can change whilst I'm like, oh, you're using Streamlabs. No, not OBS, I'm using Streamlabs. That's why I can't change it. Sorry, I'm like, had some shoveling this morning. No problem, Catman Jess, no problem. Shoveling. I'm looking forward to seeing some snow in a couple of weeks. It's going to be magic. We might have a special guest tomorrow on the stream. Brian Daigle himself said he might be joining us for the stream tomorrow, if he's here later in the day. Who knows? Miss Kimber might be joining with. Possibly not, because they're going to see Bob tomorrow, but they might come here on the way back. I'd love to see them. So it should be fun. Hopefully we can have a special guest here, because that'd be fun. My battery is not charging. It says battery is not charging. No! That's okay, it's doing a lot of work and it's connected to the plug. Still got plenty of battery. We're only going to be going for the next 20 minutes or so I should have enough battery, 72% battery. I don't understand why this computer does that, but... This should be fun. What's your plan for this week, Catman Dress? What's your plan for your family day as well? What is the plan for you? Are you doing some cheesy fondue? That sounds like a family dinner. I really fancy a cheesy fondue. It sounds delicious. Which cheese? If you're doing a fondue, you've got to use, I like Gruyere and Camembert in my fondue. I know it's a bit of a waste, but just get a cheaper Camembert. You've definitely got to have the Gruyere in there. This is saying Emmental as well. You can use Emmental. You've got to have Kirsch. There's a few things that need to go in there. But mostly, I think the most important thing is the Gruyere and the Emmental. But I like most cheeses. I like a good... I'm starting to really like a good Camembert. I still don't like the smell of it, really. It's really smelly. The Gruyere is also really smelly and strong. I'm starting to like it. Starting to get my teeth wrapped around it. I really like halloumi cheese. You can fry it in a pan. So good, yeah. Oh, Mr. Chris Agumbar is here. Hi, Ben. Hope you are well. Good to meet you and the rest of at the Wolves game. Yep, it was lovely to see you, Mr. Agumbar. Lovely to see you. I really like. Yep. I'm taking a break from YouTube for a bit. It was getting me down, and my dad has been diagnosed with cancer, so he is the priority. Yep. Look after him. He is your priority. We will be here when you get back, sir. So take as much time as you need, sir. And hopefully he will get better. And hopefully he gets through this. You're always welcome in my chat, and you're always welcome in my shot, Mr. Agumba. Take it easy, sir. Take it easy. Everyone big up to Mr. Chris Agumba. But hopefully otherwise, Chris, you're doing well. There's heavy news to deal with, but I think you can get through it. No problem, Chris, no problem. Cartman saying, take care, Chris. And all the best to you and your family, yep. All the best. Everyone in the coffee beans is behind you. In fact, everyone in the Tottenham community as well, but I only speak for the coffee beans. Oh, stretching. Need to give the brain a rest in a minute. In a minute, I might need to get something to eat. It's a shame the fish and chip shop isn't open. I could do with some chips. Need to get an air fryer. Need to get one of those. Chris is saying thank you to Cartman. Yep. Catman just saying big up, Chris. Sorry to hear about your dad, but much respect for you for taking care of him. Absolutely. Everyone's behind you here, Chris. That's... Oh. Oh. Oh, sun is starting to get a bit low. We'll go here for another 10 minutes and then we will wrap the stream up. So anything you guys would like to know? Analytics. I'm still trying to think about what to talk about because there's so much. Yes, you are. Oh, we're going to win on Wednesday. Yep. Yes, we are. We are going to win on Wednesday. We're going to win on Wednesday. There's a reason why Burnley are bottom of the table at the moment. They're hopeless. I feel bad for Sean Dyche. Maybe it's his last season at Burnley. He needs to have a team he needs to have a club that backs him now. I mean, for too long he's had a team that he's not been backed at, and now Burnley they're a team that were run very well, and now they're a team run by idiots. So. I feel like this is Sean Dyche's last year at Burnley. At least I hope it's his last year at Burnley. I think he needs to go to a better club, a club that's run properly, a club that backs him properly. Who knows? If you ever need someone to talk to, Chris, I'm here for you, mate. I went through the same thing with my dad in 2019. Unfortunately, he didn't beat it at 49. I know the feeling, mate. Write me anytime. Yep. Absolutely. I don't know if you're a member of the community. I'll put it in the chat, actually. Dyche will move on and do the same thing, but better. Yep, I totally agree. If you want to, Chris, here is the Discord chat, or the link for the Discord chat. Feel free to join the community, and all the people that are in the stream chat are in. So if you ever need someone to talk to, the Discord chat is there. Everyone is here, and if you ever need someone to chat to, everyone's there in the Discord community for you. So feel free to join if you don't want to, don't have to. But if you want to get into contact with myself or Catman Jess or Kuva or Dermot's in there as well, or Ellie, everyone you want to talk to is in there. It's a great selection of people so far. It's a great place to be. But yeah, there's the Discord chat. But you can easily get into contact with any of the folks of this community there. So always welcome. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, the Discord chat, I'm really proud of this Discord chat this early into its career. It's already such a lovely place to be. What club do you think Dyche would be successful at, Ben? Any team with a bit of money. Sean Dyche has made wine out of water at Burnley for many years now, keeping them in the top division with barely any funds. That club's not being run properly anymore. So any club, a Middlesbrough he'd be great at, a Nottingham Forest he would be brilliant at Nottingham Forest. A team with money. Doesn't have to be astronomical money, of course, but a team that at least gives him the players he needs for his system would be a massive help for him. So I think Sean Dyche, any team, and he'd be successful at a Norwich. Not that they're gonna keep Dean Smith. Dean Smith's another good coach. Might I say even at Watford he might be all right at. Everton when they sack Lampard, that's too big a fish to fry for him at the moment. He needs to go slightly above Burnley, but Everton's that's a poorly run football club as well. They already didn't like Rafael Benitez's style, but they didn't back him properly either. They've just been throwing things at the wall, and hopefully they stuck. Just a team with money, but is willing to listen to the manager. But yeah, that's what I have to say on Burnley. I don't think Lampard's getting sacked though, anytime soon. I think they'll have to back him this time. Or Burnley, or Everton would just go bankrupt. Anyway, it'd be funny, wouldn't it? You would clear everyone out and go back to the basics, and I think Everton fans would take that. Maybe. 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 They do have money, Everton. Not a lot of money, because they're financial fair play. I don't think Everton fans would accept that, actually. Everton fans are desperate for success because they haven't had any for many, many years. And I think Everton fans are well above their station. They think they're a championship team. They're not a championship team anymore. Nah, they're not. They might be in the championship, but they're not a championship winning team anymore, and they won't be for many years. That's why they've got to build a new stadium. They've got to redevelop Goodison, and they've got to get out. They need to get out of Liverpool's shadow, for the most part. They need to get away from them. It's crazy that Fulham has 30 more goals in the second and the second highest scoring team in the Championship right now, 79 goals. Yeah, Marco Silva's a good manager, but he is a mercenary. As soon as he gets an offer to go to a bigger club, he'll be off. Fulham got some good players. So, right. Our time is up here. It's been 2 hours. We are going to wrap up the stream now. So a massive thank you to everyone that's joined the stream today. Everyone from Mark Stowe, from Carterman, to Dermot, to Kuva, to Derek Hutchinson, Moondog, the Lazy 8, Mr. Nick, Ellie, as it starts to give me an advert, to The Truth Sets You Free, to Jason Bell, to my lovely friend Mr. Anima and Miss JC, Lemon, to Mr. Catman Jess, and lastly but certainly not least, Mr. Chris Agomba. It's lovely to see all of you in my stream as always. It's always been brilliant to serve you coffee and to chat everything in terms of what we like to talk about. And it's brilliant to see you all. That's all from me today. I will probably be on the Irish Hotspur show later. Should be fun. Should be fun. If they're doing a show later, that is. So, we will be live tomorrow at 2 o'clock PM, as always, just after lunchtime. And yeah, it might be a shorter stream tomorrow because I want to get home early for the Witch Queen and playing some video games. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.